I told you I was going to go ahead and make a video here in the morning. So it's 8 o'clock here in the morning. I'm not going to be running my mouth too much. I got neighbors probably still sleeping, so just wanted to go ahead and give you guys a walkthrough. Got Kiwi out here chasing squirrels. Wanted to show you a lot of these beautiful blooms out here that by the time I normally make my videos, like right around the 2 o'clock or ish, whatever afternoon, most of these are all closed up. So wanted to do a quick little video walk through here as the sun's peeking up here in the morning. We still got them M4s, y'all. Still holding. That's a smaller one, but this one here, I'm hoping that is a 10. We'll find out here. Excuse me. She's been digging holes like crazy over here, so I'm just trying to fill it up with mulch. You know how that goes. Oh man, I didn't bring a stick with me. That is the biggest problem, which I may have to run back and grab. I got the PPC at Tamoya. Oh, whoa. PPC at Tamoya. If I can zoom in there. Yeah, if it'll focus, maybe not. All right. Baby on there. Still got some new growth coming out as well, so we'll find out. Hey, there she goes. She found a squirrel up there. Ghetto bird bath. She works. And this little Malika, I'm thinking I got to do something with her. I'm thinking she's gonna have to go up into a 25 because she's struggling. All right, then we have white roselle. This one I don't know too much about yet. This is my first year growing it. I don't think this is going to be the one to make jam with. From what it seems, the calyxes look a little bit thinner. I don't know. I doubt it, but it's just cool to have, I guess, compared to this one here that really has that candy coated type of calyx. Totally different, but I don't know. It's nice to have a different, to have multiples out here. I didn't plant any of the towering Thai though. That's the 7-footer. And only because it blooms late. These are just the normal roselles. The towering Thai, from what they claim, it does bloom later. So that's not good for me, considering that the, I guess the blooms of those can cause some powdery mildew. I'm trying to think. No, I got plants all over the place, but we got new growth already popping out on this lemon zest. Looking great, Everything is starting to flush back out. Been running around, giving them some nice sea kelp. Here's the white blooming. And this one looks more like that, like an okra or like a green hibiscus. Very similar in color there. But yeah, once the heat goes, then they all start closing up. And you don't want to collect them until they eject the flower on there. This little girl right here, this orange sherbet, I had to give it a nice good wash because I don't know if you can see a little bit of those remnants, but there's still some powdery mildew on here. Ants got a hold of it. Yep, right there. What did I do? I just kind of come over and put some pressure on there. But yeah, you can see on the trunk in there as well. So powdery mildew on the orange sherbet. Is it rampant on my other trees? No, this is like my only one that, well, I don't want to say my only one, maybe 2 that I've noticed that hasn't. But I just wash them down. Nothing crazy. A little elbow grease, but also control the ants, right? Control the ants, you'll control most of that powdery mildew and whatnot. Rollinias, folks. They are blooming still. Thanks for tuning in. Good morning, buenos dias, mi gente. We are back. These things are blooming now. Now, not all. Let me explain. Check this one out. We have some overachievers, and we got some duds. We got studs and duds. This bloom right there, it's a little bit dried up. Focus, man. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. She's an old phone. She's going to stay that way. This one's not doing anything for me. But, man, just in the morning to see that nice dew off the leaves, it's quite nice. This one's not doing anything. This one, she doesn't have to do anything. This is one of my favorite trees here. That's Mama swaddling the baby there. Y'all can see that. You can see that. There's the little baby there. She's swaddling the baby. Yeah. Anyone else? Just me? All right. But she doesn't have to do a whole lot. She did bloom once already for me this past year, and it fell off. So it's all right. Leaves are looking, you know, they're going through it. They're going to wear out, but everything else looks okay. She's got some worms in the pot. I can tell just by all of the soil up on top. All those worm castings, basically. I'm just taking all these and putting them right back in there. But this one that I thought was not going to do a whole lot either. I was wondering that at first. I was like, man, is this a male because of the sharper leaves? Still looking, I mean, it looks great, but not doing a whole lot yet. And it's in one of the largest pots here, but nothing. Lisa Actamoya put out a couple of blooms earlier on, and she's a small tree right now. I'm not expecting anything to hold, but nothing blooming for the moment. Probably need to brace her up or bring her up a little bit higher, because if not, she likes to have that lean. Good morning. What's up? Thanks for tuning in. We got some early morning action out here. These are going to start getting harvested here this weekend, and not all, just the larger ones. As they plump up like that, like this one there, I'll take them, wash them, and start processing them. Basically freezing them for the moment until you start making the jam again. And it's a small batch jam, folks. It's not a ton that we're going to have this year, but I'm thinking that we have a good little stretch. See all the spider webs out here, y'all. That is one of those things that I don't care who you are, spider web to the face is not fun in the morning. It will wake you up. This one, no blooms, and it's in a 7-gallon, right? And then you come over to this overachiever over here. And this one I had in a 3-gallon for the longest. And I was like, oh, it's all right. She was a good bloomer or whatever. And boy, oh boy, last will be first and first will be last. Look at that. Y'all see that? Uh-oh, looks like we're going to have a little Rollinia action on there. And no, it's hard to tell. There's another one right in here as well. Looks like it's going to set in right behind there. It's a baby bud, but hopefully they'll grow. This one's also looking okay. And she's still putting on, look at this. Uh-oh, maybe another one there. You could tell right away because usually they would just get all burned and turn brown and fall off. But they're actually holding on this tiny little tree. Now, is she going to hold all of these? No, of course not. She's still putting on more blooms. But it is interesting to watch her do her thing. I'm going to try not to interject too much, but I got to pollinate a few more and see what sticks. Who knows? And these I didn't touch. I did not mess with these. These are all just doing it on their own. I kind of left her. I was like, let me up pot her. I put her into this like 10-gallon, if you will. And once I did that, I just brought her over here, put her in some shade, and she's going nuts, y'all. Good morning, folks. I gotta be quiet because we're getting close to the neighbors over here. But everything else, Harvest Moon's looking good. Katuk is putting on a ton of blooms over here. Hang on here. I'll bring you guys in. I did a little mowing path through the sweet potatoes. Check on this bacon avocado here. Looking good, and it's growing almost in complete shade. I mean, it gets some sun through some weird angles, but it's sitting here in the shade. Is it the best location? No, it is not. There is good, better, and best. And hey, come on. And this one, it's going to be all right. Let's say she's going to live where she's at. May not produce the most fruit out here, but this one's the old carry now that I'm back here. But I wanted to show you some of the pollinator action that maybe will be going on. But we're getting close on the harvest over here. Still green. And even at this stage, yeah, if you were to go ahead and eat one, it'd be like semi-sweet. It's still going to be way sweeter than the ones from the store. Sorry, I just had a little bit of coffee and didn't drink any water with it. So what I did is I just left all the natives to go ahead and bloom. Is it because I'm lazy? No, back here now I'm trying to just let them have a little area where they can just grow on their own. Plus, I got sweet potatoes all through here. I got some squashes as well. I'm sorry, not squashes, Seminole pumpkins. I got Seminole pumpkins running over here. So this is all just kind of just going to grow on its own. Some people will say, dude, that's wild. Why would you do that? You're going to let sweet potatoes run wild? Yeah, why not? I mean, the neighbors will have to address it on their end, but this is a big enough area where I can just let things do their own thing. And this is yams, so this I would not put in the ground and run away and not manage it, because if you did and they got a hold of these Mexican sunflowers, it'd be a wrap. It would take a hold of that and take off. So there is management on some of these plants that do grow, well, more aggressively. Do have all kinds of Biden's albas in here, and I'll say this, the bees are not out right now. They're still sleeping. You come out here in the afternoon and these things are cooking, full. This is a dwarf Puerto Rican plantain I put over here from a pup. I just did a little strip in here, but may come back and clean up a little bit. But we got Costa Rican cast trees. There's like 4 in a row and they're huge, getting big, y'all. You've tuned in before, you know that they bloomed this year really, really hard, but none of them actually held any fruit. So hoping for next year. Now it's gas. It's a sour fruit, sour juicing guava from Costa Rica. Very nice. If you go there, you know all about it. This one here, the Thai giant jujube, is looking great in the shade. And she's getting dappled light right here. Looking good. I do have to go ahead and graft my first one because I actually have a rootstock available, so I'll more than likely be coming back here and grabbing some of that. Hey, eating something, Art. Man, I just fed this dog and she comes back here and starts chewing on who knows what kind of eggs or whatnot. But this one, this old passion fruit, is taking off on this tree here. And how long is she going to grow up here for? I don't know, considering that this tree is DED. Got struck by lightning, and I mean, it could stay up there for, I don't know, maybe until the next storm, but don't know. We'll find out. I'm glad that she actually has a nice little area to cling on to. And dude, I'm getting snails even over here. I never had snails, and now I'm seeing them like even back here. Man, I have to set up some traps. There's a nice little bloom that's just closed up. But yeah, she's gonna grab a hold of this Mexican sunflower and just kind of grab a hold of that. And I don't mind because I can manage this over here. We do like our passion fruit, pacha or maracuyá, depending on where you're from. That's the possum purple as well. Cleaned up in here. Oh, you're getting chickens? No. I'm running long beans. Long beans up these. I don't know if I'll have enough time, but I put some more seeds in there. I said, screw it, let's see. But it's tough because the weeds come in here very quickly and overtake everything in there. I brought the little sickle and cleaned up some of the watermelon. Still some in here. Not expecting to go ahead and get anything at this time, but just trimmed up back in there so I can walk in there if I have to move anything or whatnot. But been up potting over here. Anything that's been in a smaller container, just trying to find it a nice, beautiful home. Over here, we got some grafts that are showing some promising growth, and then we have some duds. We have some that are taking off and others that are just holding. There's some growth. You can't really tell, but right on the very top there. This one is a mystery. No, it's on there. Of course, the name's not from the outside, though. Anyways, possibly. This one's Venus, and it's still somewhat green. So I don't like that I didn't cover it, but I'm testing it. I had some extra, so this is Glen. Did not make it. My Glens did not take off this year. My Glen Grafts, I'll say. Rip these off. You got Grafts down below, and that's kind of where you want all of that energy to go to. Rip off all of that new growth. Does you no justice to go ahead and have that energy going to the top. Does it always work? I mean, hey, that's what the good book says. Why don't we have more flowers on here? Because this one knocks them off. Yeah, this one's small plant, but she's stacked. Small plant. I started a lot of these way late, y'all. Oh, we'll come back around. This one looks good, though. Excuse me. I do have allergies, folks. When you work out here, there's dust, there's pollen, everything's in bloom. What are you allergic to? I don't know, man. I'm not taking these tests that tell you that you're allergic to life and then put you on this and put you on that forever, right? No, man, I'm not doing that. Sorry. So we got the sniffles, y'all. I'm so sorry. But look at these beautiful blooms. This will all, not all, but will be getting harvested this weekend. It's gorgeous. And got to get to them before the ants do. Look at that. Oh, before these bugs do. They're in there. Man, what are y'all doing in the morning up in there? We done caught them. You see that? Caught them in the act, folks. They think that they were slick, that no one was going to watch them. This is why we're out here, patrolling around, making sure there's no lewd and lascivious acts happening in my flowers without my permission. Look, this is actually our best plant here for the roselle. And yes, the flowers are edible. Let's see if we can't. Oh, sorry, I know there's a glare. Can't eat them. Good for breakfast. What does it taste like? Nothing. Like a flower. You probably should check to make sure there's nothing in there, but a little protein won't hurt you. But I'd rather wait. Instead of eating those, I would rather let them eject that flower, and then they plump up into beautiful calyxes you can come over and harvest. I like to eat these petals versus the actual flowers, but each his own. I mean, they're cool to decorate with, I guess. We'll decorate if that's your thing. This one's got a ton of blooms. Hang on, am I zoomed in? Thanks for tuning in, y'all. It is Friday. Hopefully you guys are on your way to make that bread, whatever you guys do. And where are the pollinators? They're not up in here. Also, what's cool about this plant, I like to eat the leaves. Leaves are excellent. They are like a sour tart, but very, very refreshing. This in a salad is excellent, but really I forage on the leaves when I'm out here. So good. It has that same cranberry hibiscus type of, that's nice with this morning dew. Very nice. But it has that same little bite on there. Oh, man, not looking great. That's another Glen, I think. Is it? Oh, man. I should have wrote the name up on here. Regardless of what, not doing the greatest. It's timing and repetitions. Not all of my grafts make it. Now, here's one that a lot of people would say, dude, you got to trim this katuk. Look at this katuk. Let me zoom back just a hair. So, what do we have here? We got a 7-foot variegated katuk right here. A baby little Denzler white zapote. And then you have this Mexican sunflower. And next to that is this nice, I don't know, 15-foot Mexican sunflower. you guys would probably say, you know what, come in here and trim this up, cut this off because this thing needs more sun, right? And then you would say, come in here because look at the way the sun's coming. It's not going to give it enough. And come in here and trim that up because this thing needs all of the sun, right? And yes, in theory, it needs all of that sun. But if I would go ahead and trim this up here and I open it up and it's growing all alone, all by itself, guess what happens in the wintertime? Yeah. It's got no one there to help them out, no one there to protect them. A little bit at a time because Katuk will actually hang in there for a little bit. And this right here, excuse me, we are alive, folks. Yes. So the Katuk is going to stay. It's a perennial, so it will be fine, right? It will bounce back next year. But it's in theory with the hibiscus, a collection of plants around it should keep that warm enough that I don't have to cover it. Now, is that a cold hardy tree? Yes, but not at this little baby size. At this size, this tree would get cooked out here in the open. This is my coldest spot, even though this is the south side of my property. I don't know if you saw it last year or this past winter, but this is where the frost actually settled versus over here, versus the north, because I have my neighbors up there as well. And they got larger trees. And this south side over here, what helped me was all the Mexican sunflowers. I was able to show you guys how some of these grafts stayed alive because of that. Kathy on this one, it was a short scion. It wasn't looking promising, not looking great. But these Mexican sunflowers helped me out greatly. Now, I'm not telling everyone to grow them. They grow very, very quickly. You'll be working very, very hard at keeping them trimmed back. But if you have the time and the drive and the will and the and the way, listen, all of this takes time, right? It does. Is it a full-time job? Oh yeah, it is. I'm out here every day, 7 days, right? But if you do it and you do it well, can you do it? Yes. To grow these awesome fruits with this type of protection necessary, I will do what it takes, right? So this is a graft that was saved because I had these here. I showed y'all. For the older folks, you may have seen it. For the newer ones, it's new to you. But this is a sugar apple, and then I grafted a Rollinia onto it, and doing okay. So can she take a little bit more cold because she has that Mexican sunflower there? Yes. All right, but it is management. It is cutting and chopping and dropping and or chipping and dropping, whatnot. But everything is looking great this morning, y'all. But y'all are getting after it this weekend. We do got trees and we got a couple of cool things. We got some fruit still holding on. Beautiful sugar apples are almost ready. They're still kind of hard on here, but only a few left. Do have seeds available if anybody, is like, hey man, got a few seeds to spare. Yeah, we can sell you a couple of seeds. Star fruits are kicking off. This little tree has a few of its own as well. All right. But I wanted to show you this little sugar apple, or this star fruit. This one's one of my faves, dude. And she always does this where she will just put on a plethora of flowers, a ton of flowers, and holds very little fruits. But this time, she is stacked, y'all. This time, I know we're getting fruit. Hang on. This little tree is one of our star performers when it comes down to carambolas, because no other tree. And she's a baby. Look at this. It's a dwarf Hawaiian. Hard to find. This one you do not find. I will be grafting a lot more of these because I love the way that she puts on a ton of blooms and stays small. I don't want a huge tree in this area. We do have some coverage for her, although not truly necessary. She can take 26 degrees at maturity, but still, I got to trim some of these up this year. And this one again is another star fruit, Sri Kumbangan. I think I'm saying that correct. More than likely not. But this one, I would say, is my third favorite. Out of the three, it goes Carrie, maybe Dwarf Hawaiian, which is still questionable because I haven't had an excellent fruit yet. Sorry, I'm trying to adjust the neck of the tripod here, and it makes that noise. But Sri Kambangan has more of a bitter taste that I've experienced. Maybe as she grows, she'll get a little bit sweeter. Yeah, there's a name there. But I think it has more of a little bitter taste to it that still trying to work out. These are young trees, so. Excuse me, folks. Uh-oh. And then we have the one good Glen that did make it here. This is a Glen graft. Oh my gosh, can we do this? Can we do this, folks? Right, Glen on there. It took off. And this one here, that's a coconut cream there that I did. And that one is still green and pushing off just a little bit right there. So that one's a success. The other coconut cream that I did didn't make it, folks. Did not make it. All right. That's a quick little morning walk. Oh, we got some Barbados back in action as well. Barbados cherries or acerolas. This thing is a little workhorse. Just dumps out flowers and fruits. At first, y'all, I was not thrilled. I was like, what is the deal with this thing? It's not really my deal, but she's growing on me, y'all. It is fun to come around and grab a few cherries, grab a handful while you're out here and get your daily vitamin C on. It's nice. It really is. I like to catch them in different times of the ripening process. So some can be a little bit more tart. Some can be on the sweeter side. But she's, what do we got here? Besides a spider right there. Peekaboo. Let me see. Come here. This one has got some ants, right? Can we focus? Yeah. We got a little bit of ant work in there, but dude, it's ideal. There's another one right in there. There's a few. I like them off the ground because that's like when they're perfect. They have like this black hue. This is still a little bit on the tart side, but if you go and you get that darker color like that, man, it's pretty good. It hits the spot. Cold. But we do have these, excuse me, in 3 gallons. Right now, some of them already have fruit on them for 25 bucks. What? That cheap? I'm telling you, man. Come on down. We'll be here. We'll be opening from 10 to 6 today. Look at that homemade juice, y'all. Uh-oh. GTN's little concoction up in there. That will be getting fed to the trees here in a little bit. A little solar aerator. This one's already chewing on coconuts. All right. Life is good, folks. All right. We got trees. We got avocados. We got mangoes. 7 gallons, 3 gallons. We got figs. We got a pepper tree. If you've never seen one, this thing is a beast. But 48 bucks for 3 gallons, 80 for 7 gallons. Oh, I don't believe you about those cherries on there. Look at that. 25 bucks with cherries already on there. Who is this? Is this guy just for real, man? How does he do this? A little fertilizer, folks. A little sea kelp, a little fish emulsion, and they are taking off. They're huge, man. They're huge. I may have to up-pot them once again. This one's even got some limbs on there. So that one's 20 bucks because it's in a 2 gallon. What? You want to save 5 bucks and get a smaller one? Do it. I won't tell anybody. Come on. But we're here till 6 today, folks. Come on over and say what's up. Tomorrow, 10 to 6 as well. Sunday, 12 to 5. We had a great week over here at the Volusia County Fairgrounds as well. Oh, real quick. This one is going to be gone by the end of the day, but 7-gallon pina colada. Uh-oh, I'm telling you, that one's gonna be gone. And then we got some large carry star fruits here in 3 gallons. 55, that includes the tax, folks. Yes, these prices includes the tax. Tax is already included unless I make it myself. There's a white mulberry, my only one that's for sale. $20 for this weekend. What? I know, grafted. That's wild, Wayne. I know, I'm being generous. Who loves you? Look at that, grafted by me, GTN exclusive, $20. If you say that you saw this live, nope, just come by and tell me that you want it and we'll hook you up. But anyways, we got some Jabos in 3 gallons over here. Also, we got some in 1 gallon and even smaller. Red hybrids, get in where you fit in. Doesn't matter. Come try some longevity spinach while you're out here, and some sweet leaf basil. Dwarf tamarillos are back in bloom as well. What else do we got? So we didn't plant the towering Thai roselle, like I said, but we do have it for sale. So you can go and plant it in your property. It's a 7-footer. It's that big girl. And I guess the calyxes they claim are a little bit bigger. I may hang on to one and put it in a pot. I don't know. Let it flower somewhere else. But we just still got stuff, folks. Every day we're back here. We're hustling. We're moving. And by we, you know, it's me and Kiwi. No, Nana helps out a lot, y'all. But the maintenance, you know, all this stuff that is me. But anyways, folks, we're here. I got more graft work coming. Come try a pepper. Sugar Rush Peach. We're here. We got stuff going on. The work continues. Let me grab some more coffee here, and we'll be ready to rock. Got any questions? That's what we do. We answer stuff. Give you a tour, show you what's around, show you what's growing here. Can you grow anything that you want? Well, the first thing I'm going to say is it depends on how deep your pockets are, right? People come at me and they're like, dude, can you get a coconut for me? Can you do cacao? Can you grow all these weird tropicals? I go, well, how deep are your pockets? Because you can get a heated greenhouse. If you do, then you can do whatever you want. If you don't, that's a whole different monster. Maria mangoes, folks, they're coming. Bump, 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 bump. But it all depends on what you're willing to do to get that fruit. Who am I to tell you that you can't pop some rare fruits by getting a greenhouse, right? I'm not going to tell you what's impossible. You make it so, right? And it depends on how bad you want that fruit. There's some fruit, y'all, that will make you do whatever it takes to get it. Once you have it that one time, woo, you'll be back every year, or you'll sell it all for it. But this right here, what I'm showing you, is some guavas that I recently did. My mom ran into a friend and she gave her a bunch of these huge guavas, like a Ruby Supreme, but they were monsters. So she gave her some budwood. So I came over here and tagged this little seedling with a bunch of different scions, but we'll see. I'm no guava grafter, but we'll find out. More moringa seeds that I dropped. But all the seedlings and all the things are coming out. You want to come see it live and right here in your face, you know where to find me. Come by and see us. We're open till 6 today, and we'll probably make another video. But have a great day. Have a great weekend if not. And till next time, folks, let's grow together. Get some moringa in your life. Bye-bye.